I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures for the first time, and after finishing the first half of part 3, I'm just going to be ranking the Stardust Crusaders. And I'm ranking them based off users and personality. With that being said, I will be putting Avdol at number 5. It's kinda hard for me to put him right there, but I had to put him right there because there's only 2 sentimental moments where I really connected with Avdol. That's when he died, and that's when I figured out that he wasn't dead at all. I fuck with his loyalty towards Joseph, and I fuck with how he's like kind of the glue of the team. But at the same time, there's just so much more that I like out of these characters, and Avdol just doesn't beat them in those terms of qualification. At my number 4 spot, I'm going to put Jotaro. I feel like that'll be a heavy hitter for a lot of y'all, but the reason I'm putting Jotaro at that number 4 spot is because even though he's acting hard on the outside and he's soft inwardly, that still doesn't negate the shit he said to his mama, calling her a bitch. I still can't get past that, bro. I am bonding with him more because he would have been at number 5 if it wasn't for how I've been bonding with him lately in the show. But I think I still need time to adjust to him to become more comfortable with him, and I just haven't reached that level yet. Outside that, he's cool, he stand on business for who he loved, but it's just that disrespectful attitude. He hasn't been as disrespectful in the later episodes, but overall, you feel me, that shit's still there. At my number 3 spot, I was having a tough time deciding between Kakyoin and Polnareff, but I've decided to put Polnareff in that number 3 spot, and that's because I can label Polnareff as emotionally unhinged. Throughout these 24 episodes, he's allowed a lot of his emotions to lead him through and guide him as a basis for what he's going to do in general. And while in some instances that was cool, it wasn't cool in every instant. I've also bonded with his character. I respect him and I respect what he stands for. Even with us sharing some of the same interests, he's an all-around cool dude. Leading me to my number 2 spot, Kakyoin. I ain't gonna lie, starting my journey off with Kakyoin, he was a cold-ass villain that I didn't fuck with at all. And I couldn't pronounce that nigga name. Gave Buddy a nickname, started calling him NK until I was able to pronounce his name. I feel like Kakyoin is an even balance between Jotaro and Polnareff, with the sprinkle of himself in the mix. And I think when it boils down to who's had an overall more in-depth experience as they travel to Egypt, I would give it to Kakyoin. Especially a couple arcs ago when that nigga Kakyoin was the only one who remembered what happened in the dreams, bro. When he was up against that damn baby. And I think it was then when I really started to fuck with Kakyoin a lot. But now we leading into my number 1 spot, Joseph Joestar. That honestly might be some bias if I'm being real right now. But Joseph is primarily the reason I laughed as hard as I did throughout the show. The way this nigga cusses in English with a Japanese accent as I watch his sub has been absolutely hilarious, bro. And I can't get enough of when that nigga says, "Oh no!" That shit will forever be funny. And he still got those crazy ass, quirky ass, unfathomable ass ideas to get him out of the stickiest of situations, bro. I just don't fuck with how they hold him with his stand. That's the craziest part to me, gang. But that's my tier ranking list of the Stardust Crusaders. Let me know what yours is in the comments down below, and stay tuned for the next update.